Joy Behar calls her a 10. I mean, how dare she objectify a woman with a sexist rating system, but it's such a typical thing from a 1.5.
Well said.
The motives stink worse than Joy Behar's jog bra. I mean, assuming she jogs. Oh, wait, there she is. She has a point. Maybe I am obsessed, but some people are obsessed with Bigfoot, and they don't get to see him on TV every afternoon. And if they did, could they tell the two apart? I don't know.
Greg Gutfeld, widely known for his quick comebacks and fearless punchlines, may have just delivered his strongest counterattack yet. This time, instead of tossing out playful one-liners, he came prepared with a focused and forceful response aimed squarely at The View and co-host Joy Behar. For years, Gutfeld has criticized the daytime panel for what he sees as one-sided narratives, selective outrage, and exaggerated political framing. On the other side, Behar has often brushed him aside, suggesting he isn't worth serious attention. Tensions escalated when The View aired a segment targeting conservative media outlets, including Fox News. During that broadcast, Behar mocked Gutfeld personally, questioning his intelligence and taking aim at his public image.
Joy Behar accused Elon Musk of being pro-apartheid, but then begged him afterwards not to sue. Musk lawyers have yet to comment because they're still checking to see if it's legal to sue a cow.
Shots fired.
Just a legal question. I don't know why it's so upsetting. I don't make the rules in this country.
But the response came quickly. Within hours, Gutfeld used his own platform to push back point by point. He challenged the claims made about him, highlighted what he described as contradictions in their arguments, and accused the show of playing favorites when it comes to criticism. His delivery stayed calm, yet every remark carried a sharp edge. Rather than raising his voice, he leaned on pointed humor and carefully chosen facts to make his case. Clips of the exchange spread rapidly across social media, turning the clash into one of the most discussed media moments of the year.
News, the feral monsters of The View say they've never heard of you-know-who. True, the show that makes mornings hell claim that my name doesn't ring a bell. It's time for...
Our view on The View. Ugh.
Yeah, the witch's coven finally shows me some lovin'. Yesterday on The View, yours truly was the subject of conversation. Apparently the broads have no idea who I am, or so they say. Hit it, Gladys.
Supporters praised his composure and preparation, while critics debated whether the back and forth reflected a deeper divide in television commentary. The bigger question now lingers: was Behar prepared for such a direct challenge, or did this showdown reveal how difficult it can be for major media platforms to respond when the spotlight turns on them? Joy Behar had long brushed off Greg Gutfeld's opinions as ridiculous and not worth serious debate. But this time the exchange felt different, more personal, more intense. The tension rose sharply after The View criticized Fox News and other conservative outlets, labeling them harmful to democracy.
It's not even that. In The View, you don't need to find Trumpers. You need to fire your race baiters.
Yeah.
You need to fire the two races. You've had people. You had a McCain on there. You've had people on there before, and you ran them off. Mm-hmm. So the racist ones who want to stick to this, Whoopi and Sonny, and was it Bette Midler? What's her name?
Joy.
The broke-ass Bette Midler. Fire them and bring people in. Maybe you could get McCain to come back. She was a Republican, but every show and every break.
Instead of keeping the focus broad, Behar singled out Gutfeld, openly mocking his intelligence and belittling his show with a string of sarcastic comments. That was the turning point. When Gutfeld addressed the situation on his own program, he didn't shout or lash out. He stayed composed. Rather than aiming for petty retaliation, he relied on his trademark humor and sharp analysis to counter their claims. He aired clips from The View that he described as clear examples of double standards, arguing that a panel that claims to champion open dialogue often shuts down opinions it dislikes. Then came his most pointed remark. Gutfeld argued that although the hosts present themselves as defenders of women, they are quick to criticize women who hold different political beliefs.
That Gutfeld talks about you all the time.
Who is he? Really, who is he?
I don't don't watch the show.
He has a show.
I don't watch the
never
show.
heard of him.
Yeah.
I guess he's just obsessed with me.
Next, Joy's gonna say she's never heard of carbs. Seriously, her denial of knowing me is as believable as her red hair. But obsession? I mean, come on, Joy. Where would you even get that idea? Like Joy Behar's face, it's looking worse and worse by the day. More full of crap than Joy Behar after a night of scotch at Taco Bell. Her being named Joy is like me being named ugly. Joy wasn't there on the show. Apparently Mondays are her days off when she feeds in the pasture. It now smells like a humid day inside Joy Behar's moon.
He added that the show sometimes feels like a space where privileged voices portray themselves as victims, a line that drew loud laughter from his audience. According to reports from behind the scenes, Behar was furious after seeing the segment and even considered responding directly on air, suggesting his comments had clearly hit close to home. As the clip spread rapidly online, the clash became one of the most talked about media moments, with viewers across the spectrum weighing in on the fiery back and forth. The following morning, Joy Behar and her fellow hosts on The View tried to brush off the clash with a few awkward laughs. They waved away Greg Gutfeld as nothing more than an average comic, but that casual dismissal seemed to pour fuel on the fire.
No, this is what elitists do who can't, like, if you don't know who someone is, how did you know to automatically hate him? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, that's how fake and full of she is. Gutfeld, never heard of him. Don't like him. Why? Because why? That's why I just turned to one of my kids. Because why?
Yeah.
Because I don't know who he is. Never heard of him at all in my entire life. But why? Because I don't know. Because they are the last TV show to talk about high turnover. Mm-hmm. We've been rolling 3 steady for a long time.
Yeah.
We don't take breaks in the commercial to get away from each other. Well, that's what the drinking's for.
Yes.
Megan McCain, how'd that go?
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell, or any of these previous fellow employees? Because one of the things they said was that no one walks away from money. Right?
Yeah.
So they got people running away from it.
Instead of calming the situation, it strengthened the belief among critics that The View is quick to criticize others, yet uneasy when the spotlight turns back on them. To some viewers, Behar's reaction sounded less like a rebuttal and more like quiet confirmation. Audiences noticed right away. Questions started pouring in, especially from longtime fans who wondered whether Behar was sidestepping the criticism or truly engaging with it. Within hours, YouTube clips, posts on X, and heated threads across political forums lit up with debate. Supporters of Gutfeld celebrated his counterattack as one of the year's most satisfying media moments. Several conservative commentators argued that when The View faces scrutiny, accountability suddenly seems optional.
Is that you have to go after the racist people, and if the CEO goes, you know what, I'm not going to allow a woman on my show or man that will go after white America and talk about them like dogs. That doesn't represent our ideals or values for anyone. And get rid of those people, and this will clear up real quick. So do you have to actually look in the mirror and clean up your own backyard and get the racist people out? Because that's who you allowed in. You allowed black racist on TV who could just go all day and say anything about white people. And I guess lo and behold, they forgot that there's a lot of people at home, white people at home during the day, that are not watching your show anymore. So just clean it up.
Behar's defenders pushed back, insisting she wasn't obligated to respond to someone whose style centers on satire and sharp humor. Even so, the numbers told a clear story. Gutfeld dominated the online conversation. His segments gathered millions of views, while The View's response drew far less traction. Some viewers even floated the idea of a live televised debate, an idea Behar may not be eager to entertain. Love him or not, Gutfeld has become one of the most talked about personalities in television, and this latest viral showdown only reinforced how skillfully he turns controversy into momentum. Public clashes tend to play to his strengths, leaving The View with a tough choice: respond and risk amplifying him further, or stay silent and appear cornered. Behar has weathered many media storms before, but this episode may stand as one of the sharper tests of her public image yet.
It's about The View. It's become like a medical hospital that displays human misfailure. Like it's like here, let's look at this political oddity. You know, it's like it really is like the left-wing equivalent of a carnival sideshow, except instead of bearded ladies and fat clowns and two-headed cows. Well, let me rephrase that. But The View is a victim of the sunk cost fallacy. You know, how can you now speak the truth and when for years you've been telling lie after lie after lie? Now you're carrying this big bag of rocks around you because it's too harmful for their ego to admit that we really were dishonest. And they could be honest. All they would have to say is, look, we hate Trump so much. We were willing to lie about Joe Biden because we felt he was preferable. We thought our lying and our cover-up was on your behalf. Just say that. You're still scum, but at least you're honest scum.
Joy Behar is famous for her bold opinions and rarely shies away from a debate. Yet this time, the moment seemed to catch her off guard. If she stays silent, critics may claim she can't handle serious pushback. If she responds too aggressively, others could see it as a rushed attempt to save face. Either way, she's navigating a tight corner. Meanwhile, Greg Gutfeld appears to be gaining ground, his audience keeps growing, and his program remains one of the highest-rated shows on television. Each time he challenges a well-known figure with humor and sharp commentary, his supporters say his influence only strengthens. He has learned how to turn media clashes into must-watch moments, blending entertainment with pointed criticism in a way that keeps viewers coming back.
Sure, all that, and the price of butter. Sonny gets the game ball. If it wasn't for her, asking that question, it might have been a closer election. But when oh no, nothing really comes to mind, I was like, cha-ching. Listen, they're bitter, they're angry, they're entitled. They also should be. This should have been a reset for everyone who pushed lies and misinformation for the last. They call them Hitler. They call these things. America rejected them, and instead of coming back and saying we lied, they instead are now doubling down. So let her keep doing it, because if she keeps that up, we're going to keep getting the Senate and probably the House and the White House, because people see right through your...
Now the bigger question looms. Was this just a single fiery exchange, or is it the start of something larger between Gutfeld and The View? The situation highlights a broader issue. Public trust in major media outlets isn't as solid as many assume, and moments like this show how quickly narratives can shift. So what do you think? Did Gutfeld successfully point out double standards, or was this simply another loud television disagreement? Did Behar manage the situation wisely, or did her reaction fall short? One thing is clear, the debate isn't finished yet. If you've been following the story, share your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and analysis.